Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while that I've actually recorded an episode of this, but we're now on episode 23, I believe. And I have played some games in between episodes, otherwise, it just would have been too many episodes, even just for one season. I did actually stream a little bit on Twitch. It's the first time I tried to stream on Twitch. Didn't go very well for technical reasons. My laptop just being an old age pensioner at this point. We have the League Cup semi-final second leg. And in the first leg, we won 1-0. So if we can draw this game, then we will be in the League Cup final. So team's already picked, and I've got some things to inform you so that you've caught up with latest developments at the club. Schmitzer's on his way out. I've sold him to Paris Saint-Germain, I think. And then bids have come in for Didi Hamann, Marcus Babbel, so they could be on their way out. Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to be an exodus, but it started already and we're still in February, which is fine because I only want to accept bids for players that I feel like we can do without. There are other players who are asking for salaries that are way too high that I can just never pay. Unfortunately, Michael Owen is one of those. So if a big bid comes in for him, because he wants 70,000 a week, and the most I can pay is 55,000, and he's just going to reject that. And what I don't want to happen is that he goes on a free. So if a big bid comes in for him, probably going to sell him. Fowler's had some negative media attention recently. Our assistant manager actually said that he had a bad attitude in a couple of recent matches where he was captain. So which negatively affected the performance of the team, apparently. Um, so he's not even in the team at the moment. He did have a run of games in the team, but we're back to Owen and Heskey. Hafiz is back from the African Nations Cup. Barnby is being given a chance in the central attacking midfield role. Redknapp's back from injury, which is important because he was one of our in-form players before he got injured. This is not promising that we've fallen behind here. So if it stays like this, it's actually going to go into extra time. So we do actually need to do something here. And I thought Michael Owen was a big game player, not so much Heskey, so I'm not surprised that he missed that. Last time we played Ipswich was away and we drew 1-1. So that would be exactly what we need in this game. But we do need to score now. We need to score at some point. I'm hoping Barnby can... Oh, Partridge has scored, if that's allowed. Do we allow Richie Partridge to score? Yes, we do. Excellent. Well, that's the away goal that we needed. I'm hoping Barnby has a bit more influence in the central attacking midfield role versus the right wing role, where he was doing next to nothing. Maybe Richie Partridge is a big game player. League Cup semi-final is a big game, right? Oh my goodness, well that lasted long, didn't it? What the F? Oh, thank you, linesman, again. We seem to have a lot of goals against us disallowed. I don't know what we've done to deserve that. I'm hoping it's not a case that our luck will even out later in the season. Come on, Hafiz. Traore, I'd love to see him score. Hafiz with his first goal, a fine strike. First ever goal for Liverpool. What a time to do it. That puts us firmly in control. That was a great chance, but Seaman was saying no to that. So our two wingers on the score sheet. I mean, remember, we just need a draw here, so we could even... Oh, well, we have conceded a goal. We couldn't even hold out for longer than that. This time the linesman and the referee are not going to come to my rescue. So we need it to stay like this now. Not making life easy for ourselves. Come on, Jimmy. Can you actually try and not concede another goal? I kind of want Dudek to go as well because he's asking for salary increase and I don't feel like he actually deserves it. That's it, Jimmy. Time for some changes. We'd actually gone almost 70 minutes without making a substitution. So yeah, this is overdue. But they've still got 20 minutes to make a difference here. Come on, Richie. Almost a second goal for Richie Partridge. That would have been unprecedented territory. Oh my goodness, this is pants. Our defence is pants. Perhaps David Seaman's just having a mare. Come on, Owen, it's about time you scored. You reckon you're worth 70,000 a week? I don't know if this is. I don't know if the away goals rule is actually enforced here. I hope it is because we've actually scored 2 away goals. They didn't score 1. Why defensively are we so crap? That's what I want to know. So many free kicks to Ipswich. I mean, is the referee wearing a blue and white shirt? Well, that's Berger's contribution so far. I feel like the referee is just penalising every challenge that we're making here. Again, how many fouls have we had against us? Come on, Traore, that's nice. Oh, what? God, Traore's everywhere. And Redknapp. Redknapp and Traore. I don't know where our other players are. Come on, Owen. 70,000 a week, Owen. You've got to score in the big games. If you think you're worth 70,000, it's not like you haven't had any of the ball. You missed the target and you're asking for 70,000. It's going into extra time now. We've already made our 3 substitutions. Don't tell me Heskey's got to show you how to score. No, Heskey can't score either. So Richie Partridge can score, but Owen and Heskey can't. Come on, Berger. Oh, I hit the post. Oh my goodness. Is it destiny that we're not going to get to Wembley here? Partridge. I mean, he's already scored, so I can't criticise him. No, we shouldn't be relying on Richie Partridge for our goal scoring. 10 minutes. Oh, do you know what I should do? I don't know if I can change my penalty takers. Oh, and then we hit the bar as well. I don't know if it's going to allow me to change my penalty takers. I'm thinking not, in which case we're probably screwed in the penalty shootout. Oh, what? And then Heskey gets injured. Ridiculous. Penalties. Is it going to penalties? Oh, we won on away goal. Right, well, big league game. It's the Merseyside derby. It's at Goodison Park, and we are trying to get into third place. We're down in fourth, which I'm not happy with. I want that third place, and we're a little bit behind Chelsea now. Our league form has not been good lately. So, and not only that, but because of the extra time against Ipswich in midweek, we've got a lot of players who are not able to play because their physical condition is not good enough. So we've got a rather makeshift team here. We've got Neil Mellor starting in the league, Frode Kipper defensive midfield, and our back three. And then we've got Chris Kirkland in goal because we've actually sold Dudek for below value, but he was asking for a better contract. Um, his work permit might not have been renewed anyway, so I just sold him. Cut my losses. Is that the phrase? Cut your losses. Well, that's. I'm not going to complain about an injury to them because we've had our fair share of injuries lately. Of course, Heskey got injured in the last match. But of course, they bring on someone and he scores. And Everton are close behind us in the table, so this ain't good if we're going to lose to these guys. How can it work? How can it work for them that they get an injury, they bring on someone, and the guy that they bring on scores? I'm hoping that it was one of those goals where Chris Kirkland didn't really have much of a chance. I don't want it to be his fault because I'm giving him a chance here. We're out of central midfielders, so we've got Barnby in central midfield. Oh dear. Oh, they're turning on the style. There's only 22 minutes gone. They're already 2-0 up. Are we not bothered about getting third place in the league? I don't really understand. We've got a lot of unhappy people in the squad because they're all asking for too much money. I mean, this is going to be a bit of a... It's going to have to be quite the comeback if we're going to get anything out of this game. Oh, it's about time one of our defenders did something positive. Ah, we're even having an attack. Oh my goodness. Fowler's on the transfer list because he just seems to be causing problems in terms of squad morale. I think he wanted a pay increase, and he's just not producing the goods. He's not. A lot of these players, they're just not worth the salaries that they're asking for. Yeah, get in there, Mellor. At least, oh, I was going to say at least we've had a bit more of the ball, but we just gave it straight to them. Going to have to make changes at half time. Well, what changes can we make? We're a bit thin on the ground. Yeah, Sneaky, get in there. Bishkan's actually in the middle of a contract negotiation, so I'm not sure his head's in the right place. But we needed to make some changes. So the two that we've taken off were on sixes. So you'd think that the two players who come on won't do worse than that. And Solon's come on for Mellor. But Solon has actually banged in a couple of goals for us in the past. The league's not looking good. I mean, we might lose 4th place at this rate. Okay, well, Gary McAllister produced a last-minute winner from about a 30-yard free kick at Goodison Park once upon a time. And we're bringing him on as the last roll of the dice with 25 minutes to go. Hopefully he'll provide a bit of a creative spark. I mean, his stamina has fallen to 14, so he can't be starting matches anymore, but he's okay as a substitute. But without Owen, without Heskey, without Redknapp, we just don't look a goal threat. In fact, Everton look more likely to score a third, so this does not bode well. All this huffing and puffing, you'd think we'd score at least one. Hippie has actually played well. This is going to hurt. Fans not going to be happy, the board are not going to be happy. We're going to fall in the league table. Bad times right now. Jimmy's often there where you need him. Yeah, at least he's got that ability to him. We haven't even looked like scoring a goal. I think Fishgan's done better than Kipper. I mean, I made my substitutions fairly early. 2 of 3 were at half time, so you know I did give them a chance to come back, but it's just not there. Well, what damage does that do? We're still in 4th, but Everton are only a point behind us. Middlesbrough are there. Chelsea are 2 points ahead of us, and they've got a game in hand. So we are losing grip of 3rd place, which is unfortunate. But we'll have to see in the next episode if we can get that 3rd place back. It's not looking great right now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment if you wish. See you again soon. Bye.